You lived an entire life before the age of 3. You saw the world with brand new eyes, processed the complex frequencies of your mother's voice, and mastered the impossible physics of your first steps. Yet you remember none of it. Not the taste of your first meal, not the feeling of your first home, not even the face you looked at more than any other. Most people assume the answer is simple. You were just too young. We treat early childhood like a faulty recorder that never captured the data. But neuroscience suggests something far more aggressive. Your brain didn't fail to record your childhood. It systematically shredded the original blueprints to make room for the skyscraper of your adult mind. You didn't lose your past because your system was weak. You lost it because your brain prioritized survival, adaptation, and massive structural upgrades over preserving history. Today, we're exploring the Great Erasure, the biological necessity of deleting the person you used to be. For a long time, scientists believed infants simply didn't have the hardware to form memories. But the work of researchers like Caroline Rovi-Collier proved this wrong. In famous experiments using a simple mobile and a ribbon tied to a baby's leg, she proved that even 2-month-old infants can learn patterns, remember outcomes, and recall them days or even weeks later. Their brains were recording data with incredible precision. So here is the paradox. If the infant brain is a high-speed learning machine, why is there a universal black hole in our consciousness before age 4? This phenomenon, known as infantile amnesia, isn't a glitch in the human system. It is a fundamental feature of our development. To find out where those years went, we have to look at the construction site inside your skull. In an adult brain, the hippocampus acts as the librarian. It takes the raw data of your day and indexes it into the cortex so you can retrieve it later as a coherent story. But in an infant, the hippocampus is undergoing a massive, chaotic expansion. Imagine trying to organize a library while the shelves are being ripped out and replaced by a construction crew every 10 minutes. Because the key structures of the hippocampus are still developing, memories can form, but they cannot stabilize. They are written in disappearing ink. The neural pathways are too plastic, too flexible to hold a permanent shape. This is the first layer of the erasure. Your memories weren't lost. They simply had nowhere to land. But then we have the most disruptive discovery in modern memory science, pioneered by Sheena Josselyn and Paul Frankland. They found that the very process that constructs your consciousness is the same process that liquidates your history. In early life, your brain is in a state of hyperneurogenesis. It is flooding the hippocampus with new neurons at a rate you will never experience again. This rapid integration acts like a massive surge of noise in a finely tuned radio frequency. Because memories are stored in specific clusters of neurons called engrams, the sheer volume of new cells forces these clusters to break apart and reconfigure before they can ever become permanent. The surge of new cells acts as a biological reset button, scattering the existing data patterns to clear the path for more complex neural networks. Your childhood isn't missing because your brain failed. It's missing because your brain was too busy reinventing itself to hold on to its previous version. To confirm this neurogenesis trap, scientists conducted a series of counterintuitive experiments. They took adult animals and artificially increased their rate of neuron production. The result? The adults started forgetting things they had known for months. Then they did the opposite. They slowed down neurogenesis in infant animals. Suddenly, the infants began to retain memories for much longer than normal. This confirms a radical truth. Your early memories are the collateral damage of your brain's growth. To become a complex adult, your brain had to clear the cache of your childhood. It sacrificed your history to build your future. Even if those neural pathways survived, there is a deeper philosophical problem. Who would the memories belong to? Psychologists Mark Howe and Mary Courage found that before the age of 18 to 24 months, you don't possess a stable sense of self. This is tested using the Erasure test, putting a small red dot on a baby's forehead and placing them in front of a mirror. Before a certain age, the baby reaches for the mirror, thinking they are looking at another child. They don't realize the reflection is me. Without a self-concept, there is no protagonist in the story. If there is no you at the center of the experience, the brain has no central filing system to attach the memory to. You were experiencing the world, but you weren't yet the person the world was happening to. Then comes the final lock on the door of your past: language. Psychologist Catherine Nelson argued that language isn't just a way to describe memories, it is the scaffolding that builds them. Before you had words, your experiences were raw data, a chaotic stream of smells, colors, and textures. But without a narrative structure, without words like yesterday, because, or me, those experiences have no way to be stored as a coherent story. You can't remember a story if you don't have a language to tell it in. As you learn to speak, your brain transitioned to a new file format. Your adult, language-based brain simply cannot read the raw data files of your pre-verbal self. They are incompatible versions of the same system. Interestingly, the date of your earliest memory isn't just biological, it's cultural. Research by Chi Wang at Cornell University shows that people from Western cultures tend to have earlier memories than those from certain East Asian cultures. In contrast, the Maori people of New Zealand often have memories stretching back significantly further. Why? Because it depends on how your parents talk to you. This is known as the social cultural theory of memory. By engaging in elaborative reminiscing, parents essentially act as an external hard drive, providing the structural cues and emotional weight necessary for a child to move a fleeting moment into long-term storage. Your parents didn't just tell you stories, they were teaching your hippocampus how to index your life. Your memory isn't just a biological organ, it's a cultural skill, calibrated by the voices around your cradle. So, what really happened to the baby in your old photos? The truth is both beautiful and haunting. That child wasn't you in the way you understand you today. They were a separate biological entity that lived in your body, experienced your firsts, and then systematically dismantled their own mind to build the one you're using right now. Your memory system was incomplete, your brain was overwriting its own circuits, and you had no language to hold the pieces together. You didn't lose your childhood, you outgrew it. You are the second version of yourself, built on the ruins of a person you can never truly meet. You didn't forget your beginning, you replaced it. Respect the architecture.